All right, all right, all right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Probably just gentlemen. It's been a while since I've recorded a long form video, so please excuse my probable rants and off topic behavior. But I am William. I'm 30 years old and I've lived a fair amount of life. I've had lots of job experiences, people experiences, and just experiences in general that I guess are different from slightly different than the average Joe. But I have been thinking a lot about how important it is to be likable. And as you can tell by the title of the video, being likable is a cheat code, even if you're an NPC. And what I mean by NPC is you're just a normal, not so special, kind of just average person. And not that I'm taking away from your accomplishments, but an example is, again, I'm just a normal dude. I'm not a millionaire. I'm far from it, actually. Far from a 100K, a six-figure heir. I just have, I have two kids. Been married for quite a bit. Just live in a normal place. Again, like just normal behavior. And again, NPC is a non-playable character. Obviously, we're human beings and we're living life. But I am just a background character to you, right? I'm just a random dude. You might be thinking, who the hell is this guy to talk about being likable? I don't like him. He might not like me, and that's probably the case. My wife doesn't like me most of the time, but she loves me. So you might not like me, but you might love me. But I want to give you an example of how being likable is a cheat code. So I had a job interview, and this was a year or so ago at a property insurance office, and I had no prior experience. I never worked in like a office job 9 to 5. That was never my style, and I never did it, and that was part of the reason why I wanted to try this. But again, no experience, no certifications, nothing no prerequisites that they wanted. I had. Yet they offered me the position after my interview. And again, I want to emphasize, I really did not belong there. Just the way I look, I'm just kind of look unruly. My knowledge on the field, very limited, lack of experience. But again, I was given that opportunity, and I took that opportunity, and unfortunately I didn't last there very long, of course, due to my lack of experience. But the point is, because of my likability, I was able to just be given an opportunity. And that's what I want to emphasize in this video and going forward, is that being likable gives you so many opportunities, unlimited power. Another great example is Keanu Reeves. Obviously, he's not the greatest actor in the world, but yet we love him. And it's really honestly due to the way he treats people and makes people feel, right? I watch an interview. I watch him be interviewed or interact with puppies or whatnot, and I just like him, right? Even when I watch a movie with him, even if he tries to be a bad guy or whatever, I'm still gonna like him because he's Keanu Reeves, and I know that he is a good person and he makes people feel special. And again, because he's so likable, opportunities or roles are given to him. And honestly, this is kind of just an everyday thing. It happens everywhere. People don't just give opportunities, right? You could be the most qualified person in the world, the smartest person in the room, but if you're unlikable, no one is going to want to be around you. If you are a positive person, you make someone feel special, they're going to trust you, and they're going to trust you just off of, face value. They're going to give you that opportunity, and obviously you got to prove them right. Excuse Excuse me. Whoa, I hate allergies. You gotta prove them right and make do with that likability that you have shown. And switching gears, I just want to talk about what being likable is. I know I kind of mentioned it before, but it's just being pleasant, you know, being a joy to be around. You're easily you're agreeable. Again, you're pleasant, positive. In simpler terms, people are just like the vibes you give off, the energy that you just radiate. You know, if you are tense, people are probably going to be tense around you. And, same thing goes with any other feeling. It's just being able to make people feel at ease is how you should measure likability. And again, us as humans, we, at the end of the day, all we want to do is just feel important and feel valued in some way. People want to be called by their names. They want to be looked at in the eyes. And they want to feel a special feeling. You want someone to walk away going, man, I don't know if that guy really cares about me, but it really felt like he did. And that makes people feel good about themselves. Oh, I'm sorry. And as an NPC, this matters way more than it should, honestly. We are NPCs. We don't have, lots of money. We don't have a crazy status, celebrity status, or even just like, wealth class, anything. We don't have leverage per se. And likability might be the only advantage you can actually have. And if you have that advantage, it's really a cheat code. And again, you don't need to be the smartest. You don't need to be the most qualified. If people like you, opportunities show up anyway. And that's what we should be. Well, that's what we should be striving for, is just to be a good person and be likable. And in the end, again, good things will always come back to us. But that's just the goal of this video, this channel, is to help spread awareness of likability, help you guys understand that you could be an average Joe and still be given chances and opportunities to succeed. But peace.